The wind howled through the dense, twisted trees of the pine barrens, carrying with it an eerie screech that sent shivers down Thomas Wilkins's spine. The snow-covered road stretched endlessly before him as his horses trudged forward, their breath visible in the frigid night air. The flickering lantern at his side cast long, dancing shadows that seemed to move with a life of their own. Thomas had been driving his stagecoach through these woods for years, but something felt different that night. The silence was too deep, the darkness too thick. His horses sensed it too, their ears twitched, their steps hesitant. He tightened his grip on the reins, urging them forward. Then, a shadow passed overhead. A sudden gust of wind whipped through the trees, followed by a piercing, unnatural screech. Thomas's heart pounded as he peered into the night. The horses reared back, eyes wide with terror, and then he saw it. Perched atop a twisted, leafless tree was a creature unlike anything he had ever seen. Bat-like wings stretched wide, its thin, bony body covered in dark, leathery skin. Its glowing red eyes locked onto him, and Thomas felt an overwhelming dread seep into his bones. Hooves scraped against the bark as the creature tensed, then knit, lunged. The beast crashed onto the stagecoach with a force that sent Thomas sprawling. The horses screamed in terror, bolting forward as the coach jerked violently down the road. Wood splintered under razor-sharp claws, the roof of the coach creaking under the creature's weight. Thomas scrambled for anything he could use, his hands fumbling in the dim lantern light. A foul stench filled the air, like sulfur and rotting flesh. He could hear its breath, ragged, too close. Desperation surged through him as his fingers wrapped around the lantern's handle. With a shaking hand, he hurled it upward. Flames erupted as the lantern shattered against the beast's side. A deafening shriek tore through the night as fire licked at its wings, casting an eerie glow against the snow. The creature thrashed, its monstrous form writhing in agony before it flung itself off the coach and vanished into the darkness. Thomas gasped for breath, his hands white-knuckled around the reins. The road stretched ahead, empty once more. But the marks on his coach, deep, jagged claw marks, never faded. And neither did the terror in his eyes when he spoke of that night. To this day, the people of New Jersey whisper of the creature that stalks the Pine Barrens. Some say it is only a tale, a legend spun from fear. But those who have heard the screams in the night, who have seen the glowing red eyes watching from the shadows, they know better. They know the Jersey Devil is real.